I know. Welcome back. I'm welcoming myself back and tell you what's been going on. I'm going to share some happy mail. I'm going to share an Etsy share. I'm hoping that we have enough time. And then kind of tell you what happened. Alright, so I haven't even cut this open. Let me get this back so I can cut it. So, as you can tell, my fingers are healing. They feel like leather. They're really kind of gross. And they're starting to peel. You know, and John's like, don't peel that. Just let it fall off. So, I am not going to peel it. I'm just going to let it drive me crazy. And hopefully, after it falls off, Alright, so Michelle taped this box up. Good. She just wanted to see me struggle. Alright, let's come down this side. Oops. Make sure I stay in the box. Yeah, let's not slice some fingers off while, you know, the first video back. Yes, I still have the stupid little cough. Well, that's because it was 66 degrees yesterday and went down to 24 degrees last night. And today's high is 32. Oh, so this is why people get sick and stay sick. Alright, so here we go. I know I'm out of... Oh, man. Darn it. That was some pretty paper on the back. So she has sent me a box full of yummies. Alright, let me see if I can... I'll put it on the side and just dig them out. So we have some... we have some bags. Ooh. Some like deli paper bags. Sweet. Some white bags. Oh, we got stuff in... We have little baggies with things stuffed in there. Alright. This is some nice thick paper. Y'all must have some better quality bag paper up there in Canada. Ooh, blue. Which would go with, you know, something that she's made. Okay, let me leave them out or I'll forget they're in there. I have to file them in the right holes. Okay. We got tickets. Some blues and some red. Oh, look at the pinkies. Some pinks. Oh, we got them. They're written in French. Cool. Some Indiana Ticket Company. That's nice shades of blue and white. I know, of all the things, that's what I'm going to think about. But it is. Sometimes they're just, you know. Oh, I better not put those in there or I will forget. I got to put them with my tickets. I do have a ticket box. We have some receive from. When I saw this green and just looked at this, it reminds me of the little Lucky Charms. Let me make sure I'm even in frame. I think I might need to move me down a bit. Hold on, y'all. We're going to go for a little ride. Okay. Lucky Charms cereal. It just, I don't know why, but it just reminds me of Irish and Lucky Charms. Oh, we have some nice time cards. It says Made in Canada in here. Woohoo! Something that doesn't say the USA. I know. I'm sad. Good grief. I just thought, y'all, I had some big playing cards. Look at these Watumbas. I mean, I think this is the biggest size card I have. And then we have these. They have different... Oh, I'm going to have to look at the backs. Okay, let's start. We're going to flip them over. But this one measures 3 3/4 by 5 5/8. Ooh, They have some pretty... See, now, Elkie, I don't know why. It's Elka. Sorry. Sometimes Elkie comes out, but it's Elka. She told me that she took her napkins and used, I know, sorry, I have to look at those things, and used cling wrap and ironed them on. So I am going to try that with some cards. So, and then, oh, these are all different size. Okay, so this one measures 4.5 by 7. Wow, that's a big old card. And this one's fatter. This one measures 4 7/8 by, looks like 6 3/4. It's got some reds on the back. Man, and this thing, good grief, you could stand outside like with the progressive sign and sell you some stuff with these things. These are huge. And, man, they are thick as can be, too. I thought that was 2 cards. No, that's 1. I'm about to get my ruler. This one measures 5 3/8 by 8 1/4. Man, and that'd be a great card. And they have little palm leaves on the back. That's, I mean, that's some serious playing cards. Alright. So we have that. Ooh, we have some Oxford file folders. Some nice size ones of those. And then these. Like they had alphabets on there. But we will be covering those up. Oh. Got a green and white polka dot bag. Gift sack. Cute. Oh, a little note. And a red and white gift sack. Oh. Alright, I'll read that in a little while. Oh my gosh, and we have wallpaper, y'all. I mean, oops, let me see if I can unroll it this way. Whoops. Let me make sure I just didn't knock you out of, okay, no. I just hit my light, not the thing. Oh, look how pretty. This is going to be pretty to put in some, spring. I know, get with it. Come on, little mine. My, you know, hadn't used it in so long. Oh, these are gonna be so. I mean, there are so many different varieties in here. Michelle had told me, she says, I'm gonna send you all kinds of wallpaper, and I'm like, I only have literally, I have 2 kinds of wallpaper. Make sure you're seeing that. And it's just not something that, oops, I have collected. Oh, this is pretty. I might have to use some of that in one of my wintry animal ones. I know it's plain, but it's textured. And it's, oh, yeah. Oh, hello, my insides are falling out. That was last week. Just my brain, my heart. Some yellow clad. So while I open these, I guess I will just tell you my story. And then I'm going to have to rewind these back on here. She had them so good. So basically, John's, you know, as you know, is having a hard time. Well, his hard time's getting worse. Oh, my insides keep falling out. So we finally got to the new GI doctor, who pretty much told him that his BMI, his body mass index, man, some thick wallpaper, but look how pretty, oh my gosh, is only at 19%, and that if he does not try to gain some weight, because he's down to 135. If he does not try to gain some weight, that if he reaches 18% BMI, he will no longer be able to qualify for, well, that's pretty for a neutral, for any clinical trial. So, you know, which no one bothers to tell you. That's one of those things that, you know, I have asked our cancer doctor, you know, what are the signs, what are the things, what are the, you know, anything, because, you know, I knew that there's a line somewhere, and that, you know, they just choose not to tell you this until it's too late. Well, I don't want to be too late, because I personally think that being 1% away from not being able to do anything is, whoops, these are some pretty borders, it's pretty stinking serious, because he's considered malnourished, and he's almost to the point to where he won't be able to reverse what's been done. Those are pretty colors. And so, you know, the guy truly, I believe, scared some sense into him finally. And I mean, I have to give John points for he's honestly trying, but his body just won't accept the foods and stuff. So, but we have, you know, he's been put on, they call it a soft diet. So the majority of the stuff that he has, that's pretty too, has to be soft, which, you know, hello, I have to figure out how to do that so he can have a variety. And or whatever he eats has to be cut up very, very small. You know, not quite to the pureed part area. Ooh, that's going to be pretty in one too. But, you know, kind of there. Woo! And, so, you know, I voiced my opinion about if he doesn't watch it, he's going to have a feeding tube again. And that's really pretty too. And John said, that'll never happen again. And the doctor, you know, was like, well, we can't make you eat. And I said, well, if he comes into the hospital unconscious and I have his medical power of attorney, I said, can it be taken care of? And he's like, well, he'd have to be unconscious. And I told him, says, trust me, he will be unconscious. So, you know, that's where I stand on there, because if it's just the fact that you refuse or cannot eat and keep nutrition in you, then we have to go the other route. But, you know, John does not want it, and I told him that I can't sit here and watch you die that way. So I kind of drew my line in the sand when it came to the cancer stuff, because it truly is. Ooh, I'm trying not to, you know, get there. Because I've given it 5.5 years, and those weren't even the hardest parts. Oh, that is different. All right, yeah, I just had a little idea, and then I was, you know, hoping my little ideas would come back, because, you know, it's been so long. But y'all, I totally process stress, bad news, just life by shutting down, retreating to a bedroom with the lights turned off, and kind of just, that's really pretty too. Reminds me of my grandma's greenhouse. Whew. Alright, so maybe I'm not ready to talk. So, and that's just how I do in this time. And usually it's only a couple of days. But this time it's been much harder. Plus, we had so many different doctors to go into. Oh, look at the sunflowers. Yeah. Yes, I'm doing a sunflower this spring, summer, whatever. So, you know, we left there. John was kind of in shock because, you know, it is the first time that someone truly told us that you're almost to that point to where it can't be fixed as far as nutrition goes without the tube. And the fact that he doesn't want one, well, I told him I can't. I'm just not strong enough to do it, because this past, I guess, 6 months has truly taken a toll on me. And I know I don't have the cancer, but to sit here and watch somebody go through what he goes through, knowing the worst is to come, it's just, those are pretty colors. You should see this mound of stuff that I've piled over there. Oh, look at those. Oh my gosh, the little toucan birds. Let's see if I can get this out and turn him around. Wow. That is interesting. So, you know, like I said, we left last Friday in shock. Well, I felt it, but for someone to actually finally come out and say it, to hear it, and then for John, for it to actually sink in, and John knows that, you know, he should have listened. Hate to say it, but he should have listened. Instead of me acting like a crazy woman all the time, telling him to eat and stuff, and, you know, then he wants to fib about how much he eats. Well, I've been going behind him taking pictures of everything he throws away every night, which, you know, made him mad, but I don't care. This is where I'm at. This is our time. Oh, look at this. It's all cut out. I think that would go pretty with her little spring kit. But, so anyway, so we left there, you know, went and ate, which he did. He stuffed some food in him, I mean, considering what he doesn't do, and he was all proud of himself. Well, you know, one meal does not fix everything. He's got to keep on, and he's trying, but he just has such pain when he eats, and then he gets so sick and choke. You know, it's all the same stuff. So then we went to his oncologist on Tuesday. And I had already decided over the weekend during my lockdown in my room. That's pretty neutral colors. That's going to be pretty. That I was drawing a line in the sand with John and the oncologist on Tuesday. That this was it. This is pretty. And, man, Michelle, do you have, like, the whole rolls of all these things? That's a lot of wallpaper. So, you know, I went in there, I kept my mouth quiet, just like I did at the other doctor, because, you know, he goes in there, and John doesn't tell anybody his true problems, that he's doing good, and he's had a little issue with this and that. And so I decided that when I went to this doctor, I was going to be quiet, I was going to show my butt, I was going to, you know, see what John said, and then go for it. Which, you know, I did. I was real quiet until the doctor was like, well, I guess we need to see you back in two months. And I raised my hand, and I said, let me tell you what's going on. So I told him what these everyday attacks are, everyday fits, how we, you know, having a problem eating, drinking, blah, 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 everything, just everything, and that this other doctor didn't do any swallow studies. You know, we've never heard back from him. All these little strawberries. And, blah, 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 blah. So he decided he was going to do another swallow study. So that was on Monday. John couldn't even finish it. He only got 3 swallows down, and they had to stop it because water was going into his lungs. So that is an ongoing thing. He's not just choking because he has a tickle. He's choking because fluid is going into his lungs, which is another part of him not being able to eat. And I got one more roll. So anyway, with the doctor, you know, we did that study. We just found out yesterday. Yeah, I'm sorry. It should not take this long for a doctor to call you back. And John's called 3 times because I've been on his butt trying to find out what's going on, what's up. Because the fact that they stopped the study, I wanted to know why and what does that mean and blah, 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 blah. So he finally got them. Ooh, that's going to be a pretty one with some roses. So anyway, I don't know if you can even keep up with all my jibber jabber and everything else in the world. But, so we go to the oncologist on Tuesday. And, ooh, this one's a little brittle. But look at that. That's definitely some 70s. I can imagine my grandma having that in her. Oh, look, and it even goes. Oh, my gosh. Let me be very careful with this one. Oh. So, you know, we go in there. And John tells them nothing of his past, not just the past week, the past 2 weeks, the past 3 weeks, his daily ordeal. So then I was like, all right, it's time. Here we go. Because now I'm pissed. Look at that one. It goes with that. So after he's done telling them, oh, you know, I've been having a little problem, but me and the GI doctor's got it worked out. And no, we don't. We don't have nothing worked out. There's not a stinking thing that's been resolved or solved. Only in John's little la-la head. So, after he, you know, tells his version, the reality that John manages to live in, which, you know, Lord, I sure wish I could live in that world, because, you know, life would be so much easier. Ooh, pomegranate. I'm going to do a neutral journal too, and I think that would be pretty in there with just a little bit of touch of color. Man, that's so textury. Uh-oh. I've exceeded my pile limit to the right. So anyway, I told his doctor that I'm drawing a line in the sand in the cancer situation. That if you can't do a PET scan, which I don't understand, because I asked her, so I want to know, does the PET scan, does it interfere with your clinical trial? Is that why you're not wanting to do it? Oh, no, no, no. And I said, well, I just don't trust these CT scans, because let me tell you, these CT scans that we did, they misread the wrong scan. So this is the second time this has happened at this doctor's office, and that sent me into a whole nother thing, having that. And so I just, you know, I told them that they're going to cause me to have a stroke and that I can't deal with this anymore. And that, you know, somebody has to give a shit about the patient. Spend 5 minutes to make sure that they're doing the right thing. That's pretty. Cornflower blue. And that that they need to make sure they do the right thing and that they get the right test done and compared to the right test. Because, you know, if I was a frailer person, I would have had a heart attack and I would have been in the hospital over the stuff that was written on that CT scan that we brought to the doctor, to the other doctor on Friday, because between what was written on the CT scan and what that man had to say, it was just a little too much. So then we get home, well, we go to eat, and we're kind of reading some stuff, because there's different words in there that we don't know what it means. We haven't heard these words before, and so we're trying to Google and look up what these words mean and everything. And, oh, I'm supposed to be showing you this other thing. That's what I can do. So anyway, And then we realized that they compared the scans were compared to 3 scans ago. Well, what's the point of going back to compare it to the last scan that you did 7 weeks ago if you're not, I mean, somebody has to, you know, the doctor's office is the one that tells them we want to scan for this week and we need it to compare it to the last one and that you need to provide them with the last one or something, I don't know. But she got all defensive on me and said that, you know, I can't control what their office does. And I looked at her, I said, there are 2 people involved in this CT scan results in test request. And I said, your office and their office. And she, you know, got all bowed up with me. And I said, let me tell you, I don't care whose fault it is, but it's your fault for not catching it. We, as the patient, should not have had to bring it to you. Again, this is the 2nd time that we shouldn't have to bring it to your attention. And then you have to, you know, get on the phone and call them and make sure that they, you know, compare it to the right thing. I said, that's on your office side, your part. And she's like, oh, well, all we do is ask for a scan. I said, no, your office is supposed to ask for a scan and ask them and tell them what the hell they're supposed to be comparing to. She doesn't like cussing. And let me tell you, I didn't go to the F word there yet, but almost. But I did say some hell and damns and shits in there because I'm done. And I did. I took my little hand and I told her this is where I've drawn my line. So anyway, here's the Etsy share. All things blue that Michelle at the Junk Journal Studio has just done, and I'm sure y'all have all seen it, but I had to show it because I am in love with it. It's 9 pages, but it's just beautiful. Oops, I know, and I hope you can see it with all this other stuff that's on the table, because I did not clean my table. Oh, heck. Let me move everything, because I need to give it its fair share, fair showing, because it's so pretty. There. Let me make sure I'm in the, yep, okay. I got to clean this stuff off. But, I mean, she's got some little tabs on here, some cute little buttons with thread. But yeah, these are just really pretty shades of blue and stuff. And then, you know, some more tabs, and then just some little labels. Oh, I can't wait to chop them up. Oh, yep. I mean, this just, you know, says spring, summer, sunflower, just, oh, and winter. I mean, because the shades just can go with anything. So, you know, after we had our little tit for tat in there, and John basically lied. That's what I'm calling it. He just doesn't divulge any truth. So I'm sure if you look that up in the dictionary, that's just lie. After he told her, you know, his little things and this and that and everything, I came unglued. And I told him, I said, I can't do this anymore. And I love these. And these pretty little birds. And that if he can't start telling the truth to his doctor, that's what they're for, to let them know what's been going on, the struggles he's having, the issues that he's having every day, and that I just can't do this anymore, that he's just going to have to do it on his own, because I can't take it. And that's just, and I just can't go down with him. I'm almost there, and I can't go any further deep. So anyway, so she agreed to do the PET scan, which they're doing next Tuesday, so we can see what's up, because there is something new that showed on the CT scan, which I've known that one's been there all along because of what the lung doctor said when they did the lung dissection last year. He had said that there was something in there, but she would never watch it because that's not what was on the initial thing, which has always pissed me off. Well, this, even with all the mess-ups and mishaps on this CT scan thing that happened, this one guy, at least, ooh, my piles are about to tumble down. This one radiologist noted that one on there, so now she has to look at it and watch it and measure it. So I'm sure she's not happy about that because, you know, since you chose not to do anything about it for the last, I don't know, 9 months. Now you do, because it's noted on something in his file. So she agreed to do the PET scan, and, you know, I told her about, you know, John being on the floor almost every night, either the floor if he can't make it to the couch, or if he can't make it to the bed after he eats, because it's just hard. It's hard to watch him eat and watch him choke. And then after, if he manages to get 2 cups of something down in 2 hours, it takes him 2 hours to literally get maybe 2 cups flat. If you were to take something in 2 cups, 2 measuring cups, flatten it on top, put it on a plate, that's what he's lucky to get down. And it takes him, honest to God, 2 hours to eat his food because of all that happens in between, the choking, the pain, the stomach, the going back and forth, and everything else. And I'll, you know, keep you from some of the graphic details on them. But then he usually has to lay down because the pain's so bad. And she's like, oh, well, I didn't know about this. No one's bothered to tell me. And I'm like, no, that's the whole problem. John doesn't tell you everything, and he should. So then, you know, John got all defensive, because John has his telltales, and I'm going to have to piece these things two together. But I know his telltales, and you would think that a doctor can learn someone's telltale, especially when their wife has come in there and told them time and time and time and time and time again that this face, this reaction, this immediate, okay, yes, he's not listening, it's not sinking in, he's just telling you what you want to hear to appease you. John's very good on that one. He's just one of those people that can make you, you know, he truly could sell ice to an Eskimo. He's just one of those people. So, you know, so he's trying to defend himself to me because he's busted. I mean, slap ass busted. You know, I'm telling her about how he's eating, what little he's eaten, and what the GI doctor said, because, you know, John didn't divulge any of that stuff, and about the percentages and stuff. And she's like, oh, well, yeah, that's true. Which, you know, I was upset because, you know, I feel she should have told us that in the beginning. So maybe John would have had it in his head that he needed to try a little harder on eating food in between, if he can't get him down, whatever, something. And so, because, you know, she's told him that he needed to drink his Ensure or Boost or whatever. So she gets him on the table. She's like, well, you know, how's that going? You drinking your Boost Ensure? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, I do. I'm like, liar. And John's like, I drank it. And I'm like, you drank 1 in 30 days. And she looked over. I says, ask him, how many has he physically drank? And he says, 2. I said, no, you threw the second one in the trash can. And she's like, now, Mr. Johnson, drinking 1 Boost a month is not what I meant. I said, oh, I know. I said, his other doctor told him he wanted him to drink 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening for extra, you know, benefits. And he refuses because it makes his stomach hurt. It has either too much sugar or it has artificial sweetener. John's like, I don't want to have artificial sweetener. It causes cancer. I'm like, Jesus, John, you have cancer. The artificial sweetener is not going to kill you before this other stuff does. And you have to have nutrition. And so she's just, you know, she's looking at me, and I mean, it's not like this is the first time we've had this conversation in her office about stuff. You know, and how he goes out there making them think, oh, yeah, blow smoke up your booty. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That sounds good. I'm willing. I'm willing. Oh, yeah. And then as soon as you walk out that door, willing goes out, just out the door with you. So she realizes that he's full of poop. And it's just, you know, you can't. And she's like, well, we can't make anybody eat. I'm like, I understand that. I said, but I can't sit here and watch this anymore. And I told him, I said, if you can't do it, and if you're not willing, I said, I can't do it. You just need to let me know now. I said, because I'm not doing it. I can't. It's just too much. And so, I mean, I can tell you he's honestly tried to eat a little more, like a smoothie in the morning. I don't know if he actually drinks it, because I don't, you know, I don't go with him everywhere. I can only vouch from 5:30 at night until when he goes to bed, which he's usually passed out. As soon as he eats dinner, he has to sit down for a while and take a nap, and then he gets up. You know, I mean, and then he spends most times in the bed or on the couch on the weekends because he's just too tired. And, you know, which is not him, but I think this is where we are. And so, I don't know, but we're definitely, you know, we're getting our little pet scanning thing done. Hopefully she'll give us some information on that, because we don't technically see her again until March 11th. But I'm hoping that she'll be honest and share whatever shows up on there. And if there's nothing new on there, I won't bitch, moan, and groan for the next 6 months on any of these CT scans, because, you know, this test has finally been done. I will finally get to see it, and then la la la. But I just know that if he keeps on how he's going, it's going to be 6 months is going to be a whole different thing if he continues to lose a pound or put 1 pound back on and then go down, because if he gets down to that 18%, then they'll take him off of this thing, which I'm kind of, by when we go back there, if he hasn't gotten any better with how he eats and does, then I'm thinking these are just side effects of this cancer pill, and he needs to decide if he can live like that, and if he can, you know, continue tolerating the pain and the whatever, as long as he continues to eat, then he can stay on that pill. But if he can't, and if he loses any more weight, then I think it's time to maybe stop the drug and see what happens. I don't know. I just know that this is just exhausting for him to try to put on his happy face and go to work, and work just wipes him out. But, you know, you hate to say it, but we do need his income. And, you know, that's something else that you have to worry about. But I'm trying not to think about that, because, you know, trust me, all I did while I had my little head in the sand, you know, trying to dig my way to China, you know, I got pretty far, but then I ran into sand fleas and started itching, and then just didn't get good air, and I just, you know, I had to come back out. So I just don't know. So anyway, I do apologize for taking so long to come back. I mean, you know, to get with it, but I just knew I couldn't do it without, you know, all of that stuff that comes along with it. So let me go get this piece together, get it up there. I know it's going to be a little late, but I came down this morning, wanted to show Michelle's All Things Blue, and then show all this crazy wallpaper that I have that, oh my gosh, I got to find an open shelf that I can stick it on. I'm trying to look it around while I'm talking, because, you know, if it's all rolled up, you don't know what you have. So anyway, and then I'm like, well, maybe I cut I don't know how, if I should cut it or leave it. So I don't know, but I know that there's some in here that my little brain is like, ooh, yeah. So, you know, I'm glad it's woo, yeah. And then while I was, you know, buried in the sand, you know, I came up with a little plan, you know, a little something that I want to do that I hadn't done. So I you know, we will play with that. And then I do need to finish my other little things. So I don't know. You might just get some hodgepodge things, or you might just get working on another new project, and I'll just tinker on these other things and get them finished. So, but But yeah, I don't know what else to say. But just kind of wanted to let you know that we might. Alright. No more. I made it far enough. Okay, so we are gonna close this video. Tell you thanks for all your love, all your support. I will get answering my the comments on the my YouTube comments, so I apologize for not even doing that. I mean, I have not watched a YouTube video, haven't read any comments, haven't really done anything, just because I knew I couldn't, you know, just wasn't there. And so I'm kind of slipping back there, and I want to go there. So, woohoo! But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this share. Hope you enjoyed some of this wallpaper. And we're going to be making some journal cards and inserting them into some journals, and just some tags and just all kinds of stuff with these papers. I mean, there's such a variety. It's amazing. I mean, Michelle, thank you. That is so nice, so pretty. And it is amazing the different varieties and textures and colors and stuff that people had these in their houses. So, who knows? Just odd. I wish I would have had some of my grandma's wallpaper from her kitchen before, when I recovered it. I should have, but you don't think that you might use this or need this down the road, but yeah. Anyway, so alright guys, enough of that. So I will go get this loaded, and so that way I can share with you, and you can kind of see what's going on. And I will keep you posted, and I'm going to do my best this time to not disappear, and to, take it, suck it up, and do. And because, one person said that this seems like it's my happy place. Well, it is my happy place, but to get me, when I'm in that spot, to get out from upstairs, to come down here, to want to make and play, sometimes it's just really hard, and just downright depressing. So I'm gonna try not to go there. But anyway, so that's all I have. I know I've been saying that for the last 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed the wallpaper share. Woohoo! And the new little blue kit share, Etsy share. And I will go get this uploaded, and we will get working on some other stuff. And someone is calling my house phone, which our recording is full, and someone is just burning it up. But anyway, so, and I will see y'all on the next video. So lots of love, lots of kisses. Truly, thank you for everything. Thanks for everyone that's checked on me, sent me notes to my Etsy's and emails and everything. And I mean, it means the world. And I know I didn't reply soon enough, but like I said, was just in that spot that I couldn't, I couldn't type the same thing so many times, because it was just, too much for me. So anyway, I will see y'all on the next video. So y'all have a great day and a blessed day. And I've got to see what I want to do. I have a share of another share that I want to do, just to to show and get it. And then we might even actually make something with that one, just to kind of help get my little brain back into the hole. All right, guys. So y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.